Right, so I got tagged by my friend Mad Dog Survival to do 3 most sentimental knives what you own. So go over to Mad Dog Survival's YouTube channel. I'll see if I can put a link in the description. Decent bloke, got loads of decent videos, tons of decent videos, knows his stuff, so go over to his and have a look, and you can see what his 3 most sentimental knives are as well. Right now I have only got 2 knives here because, well, there's a couple of reasons being, but one is one of the other knives I was going to choose isn't here at the minute. So I've got some knives here and some knives at another place, but I can show you these 2. And I'm not kind of completely made up my mind on the other one, but it's probably my Castrum number 10 Swedish forest knife, which the stepson Luke got me. That is by far the best knife I've ever owned. It's probably one of the most expensive knives I've ever owned, and it's like your absolute proper bushcraft knife. You know, absolute, you know, kind of like Ramir's kind of looking style kind of knife. Curly birch handle, really nice steel, nice sheath, whatever, you know, like that. That's probably the other one. And these are the other 2, and I'll explain why these 2. Now this one is the first Mora knife I ever bought. This is the Mora clipper, and this was bought actually from Ramir's Woodlaw website, whatever, and it was like a limited edition one. The sheath is here somewhere, but on the sheath it's got like Ramir's initials on. I think I was looking on his website. I never knew what Mora knife was back then. Looking on his website, and I saw this knife, you know, and it was about 12 quid, and I thought, gosh, amazing. And it looked nice, and the description sounded great, so I bought it. And I've got my original video to this somewhere, and quite a few people say to me that was the first video they ever saw of mine, and carried on watching. It's a terrible video really, but that's the first ever Mora knife I ever bought, and I've still got it. Carbon steel, still a decent knife, just needs a little bit sharpening. I'll maybe clean the blade a bit. Right, now this one is a German army knife that Arthur Brem sent me. Now this is a bit of a weird one, why this is sentimental. Partly because Arthur sent it to me, and partly because the first knife I ever owned in my life ever was one of these. And I absolutely loved that knife, but I was only about, I don't know, probably younger than 12. And me and my twin brother Mike, we both had one, but we both somehow managed to lose them. And I think Arthur was talking to me, and he said, I don't know, he was talking about this, and he said, would you want one? Or he showed me one. I said, that's the first knife I ever had, one of them. And he said, I'll send you one. So kind of like, it's kind of like having the first knife I ever had again, if you know what I mean. You've probably seen these ones. It's got a normal blade, and it's got a saw blade with like a, when I was younger we used to use these for striking red matches off. It's kind of like a file, I'm not sure whether it's must be a nail file or whatever, or any type of file. Bottle opener on the end, and the saws on these are excellent, absolutely brilliant. And then it's got an awl and a corkscrew. Now my original one didn't have one of those, which is your mini screwdriver part. My original didn't have that, but this one's got it. That goes in there. And the only other difference was mine was near an exact same as this. but Michael's had a little cover thing what went over this blade. Right, so that was my 3 most sentimental knives, or well, 2 of them, but you've seen the other one anyway. And I'm going to tag 3 people as well. So one, as I've been talking about him, Arthur Brem, and I'll tag Weapon Collector Mike, and I'll also tag Bushcraft and Fishing with the Pikey. Right, so check their videos out later on when they do theirs. Right, cheers for watching, I'll see you later.